Wheelhouse.
That you love me as you did in days of yore. Now if I should wander back tonight, would you be waiting? Would your eyes be filled with love so tender line? Would your arms be empty, dear? Would you thrill to find me here? Would you love me if I'd wander back tonight? Then I woke in dreams to find myself alone. Now if I should wander back tonight, would you be waiting? Would your eyes be filled with love's own tender line? Would your arms be empty, dear? Would you thrill to find me here? Would you love me if I'd wander back tonight?
Stepping up to the microphone in the human voice is Mark Hembry from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And also stepping up to the microphone here for the first time ever is Stuart Duncan is going to play the banjo. He's never played it before. And he said, well, what the heck, it can't be too hard. So here's Stuart for the first time ever playing 5-string banjo. Huh? What do you think of that? And we're going to do one called I'm Riding on the Midnight Train.
So, my head is hanging low. I'm riding on that midnight train, my head's hanging low. These awful blues will follow me wherever I may go. Why on earth was I born to ever understand? To fall in love with one like you, to love with another man. I'm riding on that midnight train, my head's hanging low. These awful blues will follow me wherever I may go. You broke the heart that trusted you, but it made us stone. I lived in a world black as night, but still I must travel on. I'm riding on that midnight train, my head's hanging low. These awful blues will follow me wherever I may go. I'm riding on that midnight train, my head's hanging low. These awful blues will follow me wherever I may go.
All right, Stuart, now you have to keep it around your neck for the rest of the show, I think.
I'm getting scrub shoulder.
This next song comes to us from Bill Monroe, a little quiet, simple love song that he wrote, and we'd like to do it for you. It's got a real happy title. We want to thank John Scheffler and all the people here at the Front Porch Show for having us on. We really, really appreciate it. We've been up to Michigan now 2 or 3 times, and every time we come up, we have a good time. We hope we can come back again. This song, what can I say about this song, except it's everything I've said about it is nothing compared to the title. It's one called In Despair.
You made me love you, you made me want you. Now I need you all the time. My heart is sad and I'm so lonely. Each night and day, you're on my mind. You broke my heart, my love, darling. When I called for you, had another there. But a broken heart will keep on crying. I know you know I'm in despair. Made me forget of all the others, made me forget of all the past. Sweetheart, you told me you really loved me. Our friends told me that'll never last. You broke my heart, my little darling. When I called for you, you had none there. But a broken heart will keep on crying. I know you know I'm in when I call for you. Yet another day, but a broken heart will keep on crying. I know you know I'm in despair.
Stuart Duncan on the 5-string banjo. Mighty fine, Stuart. It's as fine as I've ever heard you pick it. Pat Enright's going to step up and sing one for you now that was written by one of the folks that's going to be a guest here on Front Porch in a little bit. Greg Brown wrote this number. And it's about a fellow known as the father of country music, Jimmy Rogers, also known as the singing brakeman, Blue Yodeler. Excuse me. And back in the early 30s, one of the events that helped bring country music really to the attention of the nation was the nationwide response to the news that Jimmy Rogers had died in New York City of tuberculosis. They put him on a train, carried him back to his hometown of Meridian, Mississippi. And as they got further south, the train slowed down, and thousands of folks lined the tracks all the way back to Meridian, Mississippi to come out and pay a final tribute to Jimmy Rogers. And this song is really the story of that last train ride, the train that carried Jimmy Rogers home.
Oh, come along, my dear. The time is drawing near. We'll have to walk down where the field is overgrown. Consumption claimed his life. We dare not miss the sight of a train carrying Jimmy Rogers home. We've had some hard times these past few years. We lost the fun, almost lost our spirits too. Oh, but it's the strangest thing when we heard that man sing. Oh, we knew somehow we'd make it through. I can hear that whistle blow. That old train is rolling slow. Sounds like it's crying for the singing brakeman too. Back to the sunny south we go. He'll never roam no more. Here comes a train carrying Jimmy Rogers home. And let me hold you up. I want you to remember when you are grown, how your mama and your dad were so proud but so sad, watching the train carrying Jimmy Rogers home. I can hear that whistle blow. It's crying for the singing brakeman too. Back to the sunny south he'll go, and he'll never roam no more. Here comes a train carrying Jimmy Rogers home. There goes a train carrying Jimmy Rogers
lodger's home. All right, it's time to get Stuart Duncan to play one on his fiddle here. One called Back Up and Push. Stuart Duncan on the fiddle. Stuart, good job, and Mike Compton on the mandolin. As John said earlier, we have a new album release on Rounder Records, and it's an unusual album, and it's an all-gospel album, and there's lots of different styles of gospel music on it. We're not going to do one from that album right now, however, but we are going to do a gospel song, and Stuart is going to take the lead on this, and for the first time again.
Tear it up.
Tear it up, Stuart. And this is a story from the Bible, the prodigal son. Go ye prodigal son, go ye prodigal son, go ye prodigal son, Lord, and be a servant of the Lord. I believe, yes, I believe that I will go back home. Oh, I believe, yes, I believe that I will go back home. I believe, yes, I believe that I will go back home and be a servant of the Lord. Well, the prodigal son was a forward child. His mind was not to obey. But after he'd left his father's house, he saw him had gone astray. I believe, yes, I believe that I will go back home. Oh, I believe, yes, I believe that I will go back home. I believe, yes, I believe that I will go back home and be a
servant of the Lord. When his father saw him coming, he met him with a smile.
He threw his arms around him.
This is my darling child.
I believe, yes, I believe that I will go back home. Oh, I believe, yes, I believe that I will go back home. I believe, yes, I believe that I will go back home and be a servant of the Lord. I believe, yes, I believe that I will go back home. Oh, I believe, yes, I believe that I will go back home. I believe, yes, I believe that I will go back home and be a servant of the Lord. Lord, Lord, Lord.
We're going to do a little old-time number here. This is the first tune that Stuart learned as a boy. And we're going to do this for you. A little old-timey tune called Angeline, the Baker's Daughter. I wrote a song, about 4 or 5 years ago, and a little story about the song. I was real sick, had some sort of plague, and this song came out of it. And I wish I could get sick again. I don't write many songs. This is a song about what happens if you sort of give in to temptation. It's called Who's That Knockin' at My Door?
Knocking at my door. Have I heard that knock before? Is it evil trying to get into my room? Who's that tapping at my window? Who's calling me to go to a place that is filled with dark and gloom? This life that I'm living seems so unforgiving. I find trouble everywhere that I go. I always seek it first to quench my burning thirst in waters that are cool as falling snow. Who's that knocking at my door? Have I heard that knock before? Is it evil trying tapping at my window? Who's calling me to go to a place that is filled with dark and blue? Are all so deep. What you sow, you must reap. Now I hear it knocking at my door. It's evil standing outside. There's no place to run and hide. It clutched my soul and pressed me to the floor. Who's that knocking at my door? Have I heard that knock before? Is it evil trying to get into my room? Who's that tapping at my window? Who's calling me to go to a place that is filled with dark and blue? I've been down that pathway that always leads the wrong way. This time I don't think I'll be back. It's like a freight train pulling me. There's a dark tunnel ahead I see. This train's going down a one-way track. Who's that knocking at my door? Have I heard that knock before? Is it evil trying to get into my room? Who's that tapping at my window? Who's calling me to go to a place that is filled with dark and blue?
This next tune is, we're going to do another gospel song. We had some requests to do another a cappella quartet, so we're going to do that for you. Get Stewart to sing the lead on one called The Two Wings.
Teach me, Jesus, teach me. Teach me how to pray, that I might save some sinner. Lord, teach me what to say. I want two wings to veil my face. Lord, I want two wings to fly away. Lord, I want two wings to veil my face. Oh Lord, I want two wings to fly away. Meet me, Jesus, meet me. Meet me in the middle of the air. And if these two wings should fail, Lord, hook me on another pair. I want two wings to veil my face. Lord, I want two wings to fly away. Lord, I want two wings to veil my face. Oh Lord, I want two wings to fly away. This old time religion, sometimes it'll make you shout. If you've ever been born of the Spirit, Lord, you know what I'm talking about. I want two wings to veil my face. Lord, I want two wings to fly away. Lord, I want two wings to veil my face. Oh Lord, I want two wings to fly away. I want two wings to veil my face. Lord, I want two wings to fly away. Lord, I want two wings to veil my face. Oh Lord, I want two wings to fly away.
This next song is off of our brand new Rounder album, our new gospel album. The name of that album is To Be His Child, by the way. And this song is an old song, and I'm not sure where it comes from, but Mike learned it from a cassette tape somebody had of Bill Monroe singing it out in the middle of a field or something. And we liked it a lot. And Mike's going to sing it for you. It's one called The Gospel Plow.
Journey now. Keep your hand on the plow of God. Hold on, hold on. Keep your hand on the plow, hold on.
Stuart. Stuart's going to play us another tune on the banjo. Is this an Earl Scruggs number also?
It is.
All right. The Pike County Breakdown. And I don't think Stuart's ever played this, even heard this tune before. We hummed a few bars for it.
We just happen to have a flat Scruggs tape on the bus.
This mandolin needs tuning, but I'm afraid to give it to him, or he might pick it up right off, and I'd be out of a job.
pesky banjos. They're,
O-rings.
I don't know what's wrong with them. Here we go. You're ducking in the old file. Mike and I are going to sing another duet here. We used to do this riding around in the car and playing with this song. Kind of an old-time style of bluegrass, some of the old duet singing. Try to recreate for you here today. This is called You Won't Be Satisfied That Way. I'll leave you now if you don't want me. I'll leave you anytime you say. But when I'm gone, want to see you. You won't be satisfied that way. I tried to tell you how I loved you. I tried to prove it night and day. But when I'm gone, more to see you, you won't be satisfied that way. I'll leave you now if you don't want me. I'll leave you anytime you say. But when I'm gone, want to see you. You won't be satisfied that way. You won't be satisfied that way. Thank you.
All right. Mike Compton and Pat Enright singing in the old tradition of the great duets. Y'all started to look alike toward the end of that one. That's great. Right now, we'd like to do a song for you that we recorded on our first album, and this one that Pat sings for you. That it's written by Jesse Winchester, and We'll kick off with a hot guitar break here. Here's Pat Enright to sing you the brand new Tennessee Waltz.
Oh, you have a pretty face. Your favorite girl I once knew. Imagine that she's in Tennessee. I wish I could be there too. I left Tennessee in a hurry, dear. Same way I'm leaving you. For love is mainly memory, and everyone's got 'em a few. It's a brand new Tennessee waltz. You're literally waltzing on air. It's a brand new Tennessee waltz. There's no telling who will be there. When I leave, it'll be like I found you, dear. Descending Victorian stairs. I'm feeling like one of your photographs, with not even you left to care. Have all your passionate violins play a tune for a Tennessee kid who's thinking of leaving another town. No place to go if he did. It's a brand new Tennessee waltz. You're literally waltzing on air. It's a brand new Tennessee waltz. There's no telling who will be there.
Folks, we've really enjoyed ourselves this evening, and those of you listening out on the radio, we hope that next time we're in your area, you'll come out and see us. And again, I want to thank John Scheffler and all the folks, the technicians, the lights, the catering we had, and the sushi was just fantastic. And we really appreciate it. The front porch is our favorite place to come. Until we see you again, we'd like to say bye-bye, and we'd like to close out with another mandolin tune. Thanks again. Thank you very much. Well, thanks. We don't know any more songs, but we do have some funny stories to tell you about life on the road. Mark suggested we do another Jimmy Rogers song here. This is one of Jimmy's more sensitive, sweet numbers.
Oh, yeah.
You may have to pick up the fiddle in the middle of this and take a fiddle break.
Just what I was thinking.
This is, I guess, our new age bluegrass number. It's Blue Yodel number 4. She's low, she's tall, she's 6 feet from the ground. She's long, tall, 6 feet from the ground. She's tailor-made, she ain't no hand-me-down. Every time I see you, Mama, you're always on the street. But you hang out in the corner like a policeman on his beat. You, Mama, always find you gone. Every time I need you, Mama, always find you gone. Listen here, sweet Mama, you better put your air brake on.
Now you know better than that. Pat Enright, On guitar, Mike Compton. Mandolin, Stuart Duncan. On the fiddle and the banjo, and Mark Hembry featured on the acoustic bass.